Hi, excuse me. Hi, this is Universal 144. Today is Tuesday. Pretty sure it's the 24th. Had a long day. Okay. So, I'm not even going to explain. I'm sure most of you had one too. So basically, this is going to be kind of like a new reading. And I think I'm going to go by elements, okay? So that means like, fire, water, earth, air. And this might be a long video if I do that, but I might as well, right? Sometimes when I'm super tired, I kind of channel a lot better. So anyway, so this is a new read, okay? And this is based more off of the higher picture, right? So for those of you, this is going to be what you're missing, like those who need a reality check spiritually, okay? So I'm going to entitle this type of reading Your Spiritual Reality. So I'm going to start off first with earth signs since we're in Virgo, okay? So doesn't mean that you're just a Virgo, okay? So this is Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, okay? This should be funny. Not really. What you're missing spiritually. So what I mean by what you're missing spiritually is not that you're an idiot, okay? I'm not like, sometimes I come off like I'm putting people down, but in reality, I'm just like laughing at the whole situation, So what you're missing spiritually is basically whatever I channel during this pull can give you insight, okay? Only for your highest good. Now, the way that you choose to take it is your problem, okay? It's if you want to see it as a problem. I don't need people to be triggered by whatever I say, okay? And if you are triggered by what I say, then don't watch me, okay? Think about it. All right. Okay, so first card for, this is an oracle deck, okay? First card for earth signs is Wounded Healer, okay? And try to get you guys, like, see if that focuses. Okay, what's the second card? Second card is Spirit Keeper of the South, okay? Your third card Warrior of the Heart. So whatever images you guys get from that, whatever downloads you guys get from that, you already got it, right? I don't have to say anything. I don't have to channel on that, right? Your overall is Ancient Forest. Okay. This is super earth-like, okay? I've said this before. Some of you, just because your sun sign is not an earth element sun sign, right, in the zodiac, if you guys understand this, sometimes you have a lot of earth placements in your chart, like I do. I have a bunch of Capricorn, I have Taurus, and I have a South Node Virgo. Thank God. So, I think my cat just said, yeah, thank God. So, your spiritual reality also, I will pull clarifiers on this. The situation, being wounded healer, is sometimes what you do, earth signs, is you give people advice about things and not realize how divine it is because you're not taking your own advice. Okay? And this is pretty typical of earth signs. Okay? They love to give advice and tell everybody else what's wrong with them so that they can deflect or just not have to deal with them. That's why I told you guys in the last post I made, during Virgo season, the biggest no-no, okay, is to try to fix people when you have the power to fix yourself. And by fixing yourself, guess what happens? Other people around you look at themselves and start doing the work too. Okay? So there's that. My cat's freaking laying out. Too serious? Yeah. I guess this is like too serious for Ziggy. So, hold on. All right, Vic. Alright, so there's that. For my cat not to want in here. Yeah, not good. Okay, so that's the situation, right? Wounded healer. I don't even think I need to clarify that. Most people understand that concept, right? I don't really want to dig deep here. So when you're dealing with the situation of wounded healer, what I just pretty much explained, okay? And if you were to know like the star system, right? Like whatever that star system is in, I think right now it's in Aries. It's gonna, and it stays in a zodiac for almost a decade, I think. I don't know. I can't remember because I don't like to pay attention to this stuff anymore. I just, it's not that I don't like to pay attention to it. I just have things that I have to do, okay? That being the situation for earth signs right now, it couldn't come at a better month type season, okay? Because that's really what the month of Virgo, the season of Virgo, pretty much teaches. I'm seeing this image of like somebody like with like a pocket mirror. So you know, like those little like clutch, or I guess they like unsnap and like you're looking and you like carry it in your pocket. So the metaphor for this is like every time that you would typically prejudge a situation before you know the whole situation as a whole, you should imagine metaphorically that pocket mirror burning your butt cheek. Okay, this is gonna sound fun, but like burning your butt cheek, saying, you know, because you're doing this, others will do it to you. Like prejudging somebody in a situation where you're not seeing like the whole picture. Like when people get triggered and people jump to a conclusion, okay? That's what I'm seeing with this wounded healer with earth signs, okay? So if you can, the way it's being shown, if you can imagine like one of those like pocket mirrors in your back pocket burning your butt every time you prejudge a person, right, or a situation, not knowing all the facts, right, or not asking and just being calm in the moment and trying to figure out what's going on, then it's like a way to fix or find solutions for what's chaotic at the time. Okay. It does take strength to do that. Sometimes we don't want to see that a situation just is the way it is, right? And people who are wounded, like it's like hurt people, okay? So it's not the way to go. There's so much that's coming through this. If you can envision, if you can see what I just said, any moment you get into judgment, and everybody does this, like before somebody comes in to eye contact with somebody from across the room entering, you know, a party or whatever, you've been judged like a million times, okay, before you even make eye contact with somebody who's viewing you, right? So whatever you're viewing are signs right now, okay? Don't view it from a place of wounding, okay? Because it'll come back to bite you in the butt. When you actually have the power to heal a situation and come to an understanding of what it is before you blow up and be triggered. So the middle card here, which is representative of like your environment, okay? It says Spirit Keeper of the South. This card has a lot to do with multiple things, okay? When I look at the card, it reminds me of my South Node, which is Virgo. And I'm talking to Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. You're all earth signs, elements, right? I would really look into what your South Node is. The South Node in the Zodiac, and I'm not trying to teach astrology, okay? I've been studying this stuff since I was little. Listened to Coast one night when I was 8 years old, and boom. You know, obsessed with the fact of star systems and this and that and like whatever. And I'm 33 now, and so you can just imagine the amount of information I've gathered, right? And I probably shouldn't say this, but the experience I've gathered, because I am in medical, and what's on a medical record is what? People's personal information. And I've just looked. Okay? I've just looked at like how people act. And I used to study the whole chart of somebody that I didn't know. Okay? And like why this would happen, why they would, you know. So then I would like get to know how to be better at what I did, because I could understand the human condition of a chart, you know, of a zodiac chart, and then it got bigger. How many degrees is this? Anyway, going on a rant here. And that was all private, you know, just not like I was violating anything. So, but I've seen so much through it, like that's pretty true. So, Spirit Keeper of the South is telling me that you earth signs out there, the thing that is going to actually put you into balance, so to speak, right now, your spiritual message, you know, your spiritual reality check, is when you know your South Node, okay, you can come to understand more about you, to where you're not projecting because of a lack of understanding on other people. Okay? When you know you, you know more than other people. When you know how to handle you, you know how to find a solution in a group setting. Because if you can look at yourself in the mirror and understand the way you operate most likely you can understand other people too. Okay? So knowing your South Node is just that. Okay? It's nothing negative. It means your South Node means that's been there, done that, got the t-shirt. When people are living in their South Node, okay, that means that they're just comfortable and stagnant in life. You're not achieving what you came down here for your soul's blueprint to achieve. When you can resonate with your South Node as an individual in the here and now, that means that you are giving up. Okay. No offense. It just is what it is. Number 2, when you look at your North Node, the North Node is always the opposite of the South Node, right? When you look at your North Node and you start resonating more with your North Node, that means you, in that moment, are basically in sync with your soul's blueprint. When you resonate with your South Node more than your North Node, that means there's a lot of healing that needs to take place. Lessons, experiences, tower moments happen because you've already done that. Okay. It's like, here's a good metaphor. It's like you wanting to stay in first grade or preschool and never move beyond that, but then expect to be a full-grown adult and provide for yourself. Yet you chose to stay held back mentally, physically, emotionally, whichever one, in first grade because didn't have any responsibility. It just feels good to me. I'm free. I can say whatever I want. I can do whatever I want and probably not have a repercussion because everybody thinks that if you tell a toddler, well, not a toddler, but you know, a preschooler, hey, that's wrong. Everybody probably, well, you can't tell me what's wrong because you play the card of I'm ignorant.